every Sunday
for 60 minutes.
We are free.
Sharing passion.
Pushing the
pushing
limits.
the limits.
This is the New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series.
It's round 2, Mount Panorama, Bathurst. Each and every driver has mentally prepared themselves to challenge, to fight, to rise above their rivals and make a name for themselves on track. 10 rounds of action-packed racing await us all in the New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series. Drivers, start your engines.
Oh, hello there.
Good evening.
Good
Hello.
afternoon for you, Milo.
Hello there.
Yeah, I know. I know. How you doing, bud?
Doing great. How's it
Welcome
going?
back to your booth. Like, glad you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Hello
Glad you-
there.
Hello there. Oh, you're feeling better.
I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting
We're
there.
getting there. Well, we're watching. Oh, we got a lot of people currently in Initiation and Bronze coming out.
It
Oh.
shouldn't be this hard.
Bronze quali, eh? Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get the show on the road.
Show on the road. So last week I missed last week. How was Silverstone?
It
Damn.
was good.
Skin on
It was slightly moist. Moister
That
for
was a
some
shit
people than
rejoin.
others. Dirt racing, though, I would say overall.
Wow,
Yeah, I think a good time was had by all.
Especially for like the first race of the season where, you know, a lot of people usually aren't used to each other and all that. Overall, the racing was really good and relatively clean, I'd say.
We're glad to hear.
Yeah,
So-
lap one through Magus and Beckett's was clean, which is, you know, we've seen a few times in this series. Is not always the case, so
Yep.
that was good.
Yep, that is true. Well, let's hope that there is no carnage over the mountain.
Oh boy.
We saw Chris got killed twice.
I mean,
Chris is gonna get ready up that banhammer.
lap one at Bathurst as a spectator is amazing. As a driver, it's so nerve-wracking because you make that slight error going up the hill and it gets somebody alongside you, and then you have to navigate it side by side, which you can do apart from the cutting, really. Apart from the Audi cutting, the rest of it you can do, but you have to be so careful, and getting 40 or 38 cars to commit to that for lap one is tricky.
Yeah. But definitely. It's one of those tracks, man. If you're gonna die, you're really gonna have to try and make it on your own.
What
kinda
a
difficult to do.
beautiful track this is, though, man.
Love
Like,
it.
I gotta be honest, I'm a little jealous that I'm not in the car today because it really is such a great track to drive.
It really
Yeah.
is, yeah.
I messed around in the practice server earlier this week just to like get some laps in, and yeah, Bathurst is always fun. It's a love-hate relationship. I love it. It hates me. But yeah, I think I got into like the 202s. I think just messing around. So I don't know. Always a fun
So
track, and it looks
Joey-
absolutely gorgeous. It is.
Joey to Pro, then, I heard.
Joey the Pro.
That's all I
no.
heard there.
Listen, it was a classic. I did it like got into the 202s and then immediately put it in the wall in the cutting. So like, you know, live up to my MO of binning it after putting in a good lap. So
This one of those tracks, like, I think I find this one, a lot of times I find iRacing tracks trickier to drive, but I think to be consistent for a long race on ACC, it's harder at Bathurst on ACC. I don't know why. It probably depends on what discipline, what car you're in, but yeah, it can be quite punishing here on ACC if you make a mistake.
I agree. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like FOV and FOV is gonna come and get me or something. But like, I feel like the track compared to the car is wider in iRacing. And this isn't like just at Bathurst. This is at like a bunch of different tracks that are on both platforms that I feel like there's more room on iRacing. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just me being an absolute pleb.
Maybe you're just driving the wide cars here.
So,
Maybe.
can I ask, is Michael Griffith, he wasn't in last week, right? Is this a new driver?
Yeah, so I mean, time's coming in. Michael Griffith in the 2016. That's a good lap time. That is a really good lap time. So he is a new driver. He's currently in the initiation split, which is going out with bronze on track right now for the qualifying session.
So yeah, in case anyone wonders if there's any lap times that jump out in this bronze split, it could be that they get placed in a different split once we know where the times are at. But yeah, that's a good lap. 2016. Closest to him right now is Thompson. Jack, right?
Jack
Thompson. He's got a 203 flat, so...
I thought it was Josh.
I thought it was Josh Thompson. I knew exactly where you pulled that.
It is Jack from Australia, so it's his home race.
Oh. Well, I'm just going to say I'm sorry in advance if I do end up saying Josh Thompson, which I'm just going to say it, splurt it out, and I'm not going to figure it out.
I got you, Jack. Don't worry, Jack. I got you.
Carson Bungay today actually improving on his lap times already quite significantly, and Carson was bronzer last season, is still in bronze this time around. That's a good lap time he's cooking up.
He's putting in a lot of practice hours. I've seen him in the Discord quite a lot lately, doing quite a lot of LFM stuff. So, for most people, hours in this game improves their speed. So,
why for most people?
Well, because there are some people that just show up and are insanely quick. I'm not going to name names, but Joey, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, sure.
Why am I targeted? I thought you were going to say something about your own times that are just stagnant.
No, I'm talking about you, Mr. Arrive and Drive.
Nah. I don't know. I was going to put in some laps with the guys in practice the other day, but didn't really get to. So Carson has lost some time throughout the last few corners, but has already moved up to a 202.2.
Yeah, we've got 3 drivers now in the 202s, and we also have Dave Chimilio, who's up over a second right now as he approaches the last corner. So this will jump him up a little bit as well.
A little lost time there on the final corner, but up to P5. This is going to be their final lap.
Yep. Yes, indeed. You don't get a lot of... That's the other thing about this. With the 10-minute quali per split, I remember from the last race we did here, just being in full panic mode, basically, because if you don't get a great outlap, you know what I mean, and your tires aren't where they need to be, you got to go in and adjust them or something like that. Or if you hit traffic because you made a mistake or something, it's... Before you know it, you've got about enough time to do 2 laps and the pressure's on.
Yep. Yeah, so we still have currently David Miller, who's yet to set a time. This is going to be his last shot at it. And we do see, who's that right behind him? That might be Griffith.
Is he on a ballot? He might be, but I mean, there's nothing you can do here.
Yeah. Austin
I would say,
Huddle.
Dave, don't let it bug you. Just concentrate.
So, as the final lap times are coming in, Ian Demler currently improving a whole second, is going to move up to P5. Exactly 1 second off of Griffith. Moffat managed to cross the line with a few seconds to go. Moffat is going to be the actual last bronze class driver to go put in his lap time. David Miller still coming around. I see.
Get some Muff with a 2:02.2, so decent lap from him as well. Yeah, puts him P2 in class right now.
P2 in class. David Miller coming around the final corner. Valid lap is going to be just enough for P15. I wonder if he got distracted with Griffith coming up behind him.
Probably. Also, probably just trying to get a valid lap time in as well. I'm
yeah.
not sure not too happy with that lap time, but he got something in there at least.
Yeah. And as this tradition with the mountain, just survive it. You'll gain places.
Yeah. 100%. I see we've got Michael Lukey back, so his equipment issues have been resolved. I believe he had an issue with his wheelbase, I want to say.
I think that was it.
So he's back in the Porsche in silver. I've raced and battled with him many a time.
Oh, Ian did cross with also a few seconds to go. He's right in front of the whole silver pack.
Run for your life.
Does he know he's supposed to be in?
Yeah, he did. He did cross with a few seconds to go. Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell by the way it is.
Yep.
So this is going to be our actual last lap coming in, and it is an improvement, but not enough for another position.
Just short. Two 200ths of a second.
Yeah.
Getting P4.
Yeah.
Still really good lap times from the bronze. So yeah, you guys can suck it about me going to pro. Clearly, our bronze drivers. That's exactly where I need to be.
I think that comes down to practice. Just loads of practice.
Yeah.
I have seen Carson put in a lot of practice.
I think that outlier lap, I think that 2016 is probably a silver lap, personally. I mean, we'll find out. We will find out in the next 7 minutes, I guess, what the silvers are dropping in.
Yeah. Our first silver on track is Victor.
Victor. With his updated livery, Benson and Hedges. It's a 90s throwback. I like it. Reminds me of my youth. The days where smoking and drinking were all I worried about. For those that don't know, Benson and Hedges are a cigarette brand.
Well, there you go. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, there you go. They used to be heavily involved with Formula One, as did most of the cigarette brands, and then obviously due to health concerns, at some point they got that right out of motorsport. So Rothman's John Player Special, which was the infamous Lotus black and gold livery.
Oh yeah.
All those, they were all cigarette companies, man. All of them.
Yeah. the classic camel MotoGP liveries.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Blaine says in the 90s when Milo was in his 30s. Blaine, F you.
Damn.
All right, well, the first lap has come in, and it's a 2:01.8 by Victor. Carlos Guzman with a 2:03.7. Joseph German 2:02 flat. Rogerio Santos 2:33. Tiago with a 2:02.6.
Out. That's his first hot lap though. He'll improve on that. I think the Beamer. I mean, look, I did 2 seasons in the Pine in the Beamer. One of which was great. The other was post nerf and post gear ratio change. And in 1.8, that to me, I never really enjoyed driving it after the rest of that season. But from my understanding, in 1.9, it's a lot nicer again to drive. So yeah, I'm expecting. So I mean, Barrett's gone in with the 2:01.7.
Oh yes.
In the Beamer, so a decent lap there from him.
2:01.7. Already a very tightly packed field here in the top 10. Top 11.
Let's see. It's going to be some tight train conducting up the mountain, I think, based off the lap time so far.
But I was 9 in 1990. I'll have you know. I was 9 years old. And I only smoked 10 a day at that age. No, I'm just kidding.
I can make Milo feel old and just say that I wasn't even born yet.
How do you think I got my voice like this, guys? Okay? Just think about it.
Yeah, we wouldn't have the iconic Milo voice.
So you're saying we got to do this?
That's it, yeah.
All right.
So Barrett's in the pits. Does that mean he thinks he's not going to best that, or is he going back out?
I thought he had an incident.
Yeah, Joby comes in fastest in the Honda in silver so far with a 2:01.5.
And the Vaseline Honda.
In the Vaseline sponsored Honda, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, listen, you gotta protect yourself when you're rubbing up against these walls. You know, you want to avoid that chafing.
It's very true.
That's probably how he gets all the speed. And when things get tight, I guess the mountain is tight.
Yeah, rub a little Vaseline and eat Ross Chastain around the corners, man. Easy peasy.
Robertson in my favorite livery, designed by his kids, someone said, I think, last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's currently P4 in class with a 2:01.7. Actually, P3 in class, because we got Griffith there, but you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Jaden, no one loves the chafe, man.
Dylan Beveridge, second race in the McLaren. It's still really weird not seeing a BMW badge by his name.
Yeah, and it's so we haven't seen a livery for it yet.
He's rocking that nice in-game Sky Sports livery. It's not bad. Yeah. I quite like it.
Not a bad one.
And also, it's early in the season. We can still see that Beamer by the end. We did it last season.
This is true. Yeah. I've again, Dylan is another person I've spent a lot of time with on track in the races over the years, and yeah, I'm so used to seeing him in a BMW. I forget what he was in before the M4 was released. Don't know if anyone can cast their mind back that far, but
I don't know. I think I'm noticing my graphic settings are not set up right, so I'm just gonna take a second to correct that. Milo, you are running
no problem.
The stream.
Yeah, unfortunately, you guys, mine looks great, but through Discord doesn't look quite so sharp.
There we go.
Joseph German with the 2:02 flat. Him and Tiago, very similar pace right now.
Yeah, so Joseph with another lap has improved ever so slightly. I believe 2:01.58. Victor with a 2:01.6, and Mark Robeson just came in with a 2:01.6. So already this first went straight into the wall. I think that's Mark saying he is done with the qualification.
Yeah.
I am out here trying to snipe Joby right now. He's currently up 5/10, so he's currently projected a possible 2 minutes lap time here as he reaches almost the top of the mountain here.
Yeah, Joby is flying right now. He's still gaining time as well. This is my bet for a silver win.
Your bet?
Yep.
He's making Nick proud right now in the Bonda.
I guess kept you some Joby on board. All right, we'll start right here in the dip. Well, this is actually going to be his final lap.
It is,
slightly poor exit coming out of Forest Elbow. He was up like 8/10, so he lost a 10th coming out of Forest Elbow as he heads down to the chase. Still looking good. Just keep it calm, cool, and collected through the final corners here, and he can put in a really solid lap time. It's all in the back.
Bit of grass.
Lost another 10th or so there through the chicane at the chase. Last corner is key. You can gain a lot of time here if you nail it. He didn't quite, but he's still a really good lap time.
Yeah,
2:01.1, but right behind him, Victor with 7/10 into the wall. Oh
Victor.
No!
That could have given Victor pole.
That could have given Victor pole, but it's not over yet because Barrett is now coming around. Don't slide.
Barrett's up 7/10, makes the last corner and takes silver pole.
So Barrett takes it home.
2:01 flat. What a lap for Barrett. My goodness. Barrett
I would like to say that I did not coach Victor on that.
So we did have, looks like we got, so Bruce didn't put a lap in, so Bruce opting out of quali.
Right.
In silver, I'm guessing. Just going to see how it goes out there. And then Charlie King as well, pretty down the order with the 2:03.7, so not having the greatest time out there in the Aston.
Jose Guzman, currently the last person to improve on his lap time, is going to jump up to P7 right in front of Tiago. And Tiago is currently next to run up to the line. I wonder if he has some tenths on the last few corners. Or if he's just going to...
Bruce said he was eating dinner, so he's not going to...
Oh, Bruce is eating dinner, okay. Well, that is just as important, if not more so.
So Tiago practicing his pit entrance, and Rogerio Santos, being the last person on track to set a lap for silver split, is improving through the last corner. 2/10 is going to move up to P12, and that will be his run.
All right, some decent laps there. Told you that Beamer looking pretty good. I'm surprised Tiago is not up there a little more. He's about a second off Barra. That surprises me because Tiago is normally... I know he likes this Beamer, so gonna have words with the Brazilian.
So what I'm getting from all of this is that we're expecting to see a really nice battle between Barrett, Joby, and Victor. Mark Robertson included in there, yes,
and Mark
as well.
Yeah.
Because all of them are within kind of the same pace, and they've all improved and lost a bunch of time, so we know they all have additional time on that below the 2:01s for them.
Yep. We'll just see who chokes harder.
Now the golds. Yeah. Interesting field we got today. Hutch making his debut on the season in the McLaren.
Yep.
Didn't expect to see that, gotta be honest.
Listen, if you want to send it, make sure you don't have brakes. Bam. Easy peasy.
Chris Turner says sub 2 minute lap incoming.
100%. I know Blaine has it in him. I've seen him put in the 59s this week.
Oh my god, that's that's fast. So Blaine is currently leading the field with the first valid lap, or the first hot lap at all, for the gold class. Blaine and Carl with the sub 2 minute.
Yep, for sure. Blaine, I think the best that he had showed me was a 59.5. So we'll see.
He is approaching the end of his first lap now. All right, coming up to the last corner.
One corner to go.
This already looks like a fast time.
Yeah, I feel like he really likes this track. He's done a lot of races here in a lot of different cars.
A 59.8.
There it is.
My goodness. What a great lap.
What a great lap. Mike Jackson setting in a 2:01.3. Currently in P4 overall. Carl Big crossing the line next. With a 2:01.5. Luis next, like a 2:01.8 for him, and
Chemo is on an invalid lap, so that would leave Sachowski. Is that
Sakachi? I think we were told last week. Yeah, Sakachi.
So he's still currently up on his valid lap.
And Chemo has opted to go into the wall, Harry Potter style.
I am.
That is not what you want to see.
Yeah, I was surprised to see the white badge on Kamal this week. Is that was his lap times last week? They were obviously up there, I guess.
I think the lap times in the racecraft was it. So Sakachi.
Gotcha.
Currently placing himself in P2 with a 2:0.9. And Chemo, so we did lose Chemo to a disconnect. It seemed there right around the final corner.
Oh. Okay.
I wonder if he's gonna join back. Later, Jaden.
Hopefully he gets to rejoin. Let me find out if he's streaming. He is streaming.
Hutch did have an off at the top of the mountain, but managed to save it. So I don't think he's gonna go into the pits. I think he's gonna stay out. Luis currently up 0.5 on his lap, which would jump him up into the P5 area. See how he does heading down into the chase.
Yep. Mike Jackson improves on his lap time by 0.2, but not enough to gain another spot. Luis coming around now, 0.5 up on his lap time. Welcome back, Chemo.
Yeah, he is back in. I've just loaded his stream up, so yeah, he's back in. Hopefully he has time. Man,
he's gonna have time just for the one.
Yeah. Yikes! That's what I mean, man. That's one of those things in at the mountain that doesn't bode well, you know, like for your quali lap at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like Carl, he is currently on an invalid lap. I think he returned to the pits.
Yes.
So he's only going to have one more lap.
Yeah, Carl did return to pits, and so did Blaine. So Blaine is going on for another.
I mean, as it stands, Sakachi's on a 2-minute flat 0.9, so Blaine is 1.1 seconds up on everybody else right now. So I think he could probably relax if he wanted to.
Where's our baboon today?
He said he wasn't going to be here, and I don't remember why. Oh, I think he said, I hate Bathurst. Also, plans were possibly being made, which he was happy about because it gave him an excuse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No,
right, so Mr. B will start his final lap. I mean, if there's ever a man that can pull a lap out his butt, it's B.
And this season in the Aston.
I know. Yeah, he's been ticking off the cars one by one. If you go through the history of the Pint, you'll see he's been in every car now except for the Honda, I think.
Oh, poor soul.
Yeah, so that might mean Honda things.
So Mike Jackson improving on his lap time, moving up one spot, just barely off of P3. Paul Hutch. Wow, I've did it. I did it. Peter Hutch. Peter Hutch moves up to P2.
Chris made a good call out. Looks like Carl Big crossed the line at 2:05, so he should be able to get that extra lap.
Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah. And right now he's up 3.5 going up the mountain and approaching the grate.
Blaine currently up almost 3/10 as well.
Yep. So Chemo now just starting his one and only chance at a lap, unfortunately, from his disconnect. Yeah, well, we're gonna hope he does well. Blaine currently improving on his lap time, 2.5 tenths, just to seal the deal, and is gonna have one more run.
Yeah, B still up half a second right now. It's got him on pace for somewhere around P5, P6. If he can really nail the chicane at the chase and that final corner.
We do have Shikatsu. Did I pronounce that right? Sakachi. Almost. So sorry. So Sakachi now has moved up to P2, just 9 tenths off of Blaine. Carl currently up 5 tenths, is gonna move himself up to P4.
A 201 flat, and just
put it in the wall. Oops, sorry.
Of the 201 flats, he's just the fastest in front of Barrett. And then you got, so good lap from B. I mean, he pulled that one out after having to go back to the pits. It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Resetting at Bathurst and getting out of your rhythm and trying to put in a valid fast lap. Tough.
So Peter Hutch is going to move himself up to P2. Let's hope not.
Is B on another valid lap, though?
Yes.
That's my question, because he's up 2 tenths right now, flying up the mountain, so...
He does not have the checkered flag on his
no, he does not. So let's see if he can find a little bit more time.
Hopefully he took that extra shot of whiskey on the way up the mountain straight to really find that extra pace.
Yeah. The Aston looks quite stable, although he did catch a little bit of inside curb there at the top of the mountain, which can really unsettle the car. B is so good through this section though, Skyline and down through here. Like, he's helped me get better through here many times.
So Chemo is unfortunately only gonna place well enough for P18. So B was tasting some sausage. Ooh. We're gonna have to see that. So Sakachi coming around the final corner, improves on his lap time, just dethrones Peter Hutch for P2. And our final
there.
Oh yeah. I just want to say, like,
B's. I don't think B's gonna be able to pull enough out to get Hutch's spot, but he is improving, and he's lost a little bit of time through the chicane there to see what happens on the last corner, because you can gain quite a bit here.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. It's just barely a tenth, so improves on his lap time, does not improve on his track position. And that is going to be the grid for our race start. I just want to say these lap times absolutely unheard of. I mean, when we everyone started becoming faster, like, I remember when 201s were insane lap times.
I know.
And now we're looking at 59s.
Yeah, I mean, great laps, and a couple of silvers there, like Barrett and Joby in particular, 201.1s. Like, yeah, I mean, that is a really good lap time for a silver. Really good, I think.
Yeah.
Like 201.5, 201.6, I can see that. But yeah, 201 flats, almost in the 2 flats. That's really, really good times.
So I do want to say we're up to P13. Everyone up to P13 has a 201 and below.
Blaine in chat. Blaine, you don't get to say that when you're 7 tenths faster than P2. We are.
But is it really Blaine if he doesn't say that though?
That's true. That's true. That is true. So, man, I'm excited for this, guys. The start of Bathurst. Oh boy, lap 1.
The start of Bathurst lap 1, and I mean, we do have quite a mix of pace on the grid. So I wonder how difficult it is going to be for our faster boys to. They're going to have to be patient.
Yep. Definitely.
And with patience, they're also going to have to fight each other.
Do you want me to run through the grid?
Let's do it.
All right. Do you want to zoom in? I can wait for you to zoom in. I'm watching your feed. This is professional broadcasting, guys.
The voice. There we go.
Oh, we don't have my music. All right, here we go. All right, coming in. P1, Blaine Hall with an insane lap. 2, Sakachi. Number 3, we got Hutch. 4, we have Mr. Blackout, Carl Big. Number 5, we have Barrett. Number 6, Mike Jackson. 7, Joby Savage. Number 8, Louis Castro. 9, Mark Robinson. 10, Victor Lacey. 11th, Griffith, a new driver today. 12th, we got Beveridge in the McLaren. 13th for Guzman. 14th for Thiago Alves, crowd favorite. 15th for German. 16th for Moffat. 17 is Bungay. 18 for Kamal in the end, who had to reconnect during quali. 19 for Santos. 20th for Hodel. 21st, we got Demler. 22, we have Guzman. Chamon in 23rd. Thompson in 24th. Lukey 25th. Garza 26th. Chamilio 27. Simile 28, King 29, 1 plus 30, Turner 31, Williams in 32nd, 33 we have White, 34 Henry, 35 Cortez, 36 Miller, 37 Arnido, and 38 Bruce Hopkins. And that's your grid.
Right up the field.
That is your grid.
That is our grid. Now, as the timer has hit 0, all the drivers are now starting to make their way through the field. Blaine Hall leading everyone this time around, and Sakachi. I do want to say, so new driver with us, and hopefully putting on a show for us in P2 there.
In the Bonda as well.
In the Bonda.
You know?
There's your turn 1 camera is ready.
The turn 1 camera is ready.
Who is pulled over? We have somebody pulled over at the side of the road there.
That is 139. That's a Guzman.
It is a Guzman. He's moving again.
I wonder if it's
Slowly.
hardware issues? Maybe?
It is Carlos Guzman, yeah, in the Mad Panda Motorsport AMG. And he is still sat there. Keep an eye on that, because that would be a bit of a obstruction.
Yeah, I guess if they do reach the final corner and he's still not moving, time for a quick DSQ, unfortunately for him.
Yeah.
If you can prep that. And
Milo, do you have that? Oh, he's up and moving.
He's up
moving.
and moving. All right, thank God.
Moving.
All right, lovely.
I wonder if it's a dog problem like we've had our Mr. PR guy.
We have had that before, yeah. We've had the pets jumping in the lap. We've had pedals being disconnected. We've had all kinds of stuff.
Monitors falling, I think.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Getting a compliment. My PC crashes when I get a compliment. You know, you just like.
Just the usual.
I don't even know where to look here, guys. I'm just excited right now.
Just gonna give my E-Binds a shot here. There
I'm going
go.
free cam for lap 1, so yeah, you guys do your thing. I'm gonna follow best I can.
A little bit of cleanup there, I guess. If you want to call it that.
So that was what, Joby and
Luis, of course.
Luis, yeah.
And
a great aerial shot of the track right now, and they're coming down the chase right now, and yeah, this is gonna be spicy. I'm looking forward to this.
So hopefully no actual carnage. Carlos Guzman is gonna have to take a spot in the back of the field after coming back now.
He might make it back in time. He's coming in hot.
Oh, he is coming in hot.
He's trying to make it back to his grid position.
No, I believe he's probably spun. Yep, so as all our drivers come around the final corner, it is a good luck and fingers crossed for the mountain.
Stay safe out there, boys.
Stay safe.
But also, you know, make it entertaining for us.
Yes.
Sure.
And up to the start line, Blaine Hall gets the green flag and is now on his way. Sakachi, not really much space for him to move. Let's get the live aerial up.
All right,
So-
everyone. Yeah, everybody made it through turn 1. There was no rubbernecking or any of that stuff. So really good job there through turn 1. Now the fun begins though up the mountain.
Yep. And everybody ideally going single file up the mountain. I do see a slow Victor Leitchi there. Is that 2-3 wide? Coming around a yellow flag for Sakachi. Mate. I guess he's dropped a little bit.
Everyone filing quite nicely for the cutting, it looks like. It looks like Chris might have snuck through, getting up the cutting, which is one of the best passing turns here at Bathurst.
Lane is going full max for Verstappen at start this lap. Somebody's off in the grass. That was Mr. B just running wide there.
Running wide and surviving it.
Yeah. And rejoined. Did he lose a spot?
He did.
Or no? He did lose one, right? Yeah.
Yes. He lost a spot to Mate, who's regained his position. Everybody now up to the forest elbow. Tiago making it cleanly. Carson Bungay, and we have our single file line of cars going down the back
nice
straight.
and clean, guys. Really, really well done. Lap 1, to be honest.
Yeah, and as Milo has said, Blaine already loading up the Max Verstappen simulator.
So moved himself still in P1, a second and a half in front of them. Mike Jackson and Luis Castro switching positions. Luis really taking that sausage on the exit. Is going to move to defend for turn 1. And so far, ooh, a move from Mike. Not enough of a run to really make it up the inside fast enough to take that spot. And is going to let Victor Leitchi now drag race him down the straight up to turn 2.
Blaine being chased by Hutch, and then Sakachi, then Big for the pros. Then you got Barrett and Savage, 2 long-time close friends racing each other in P5 and 6 overall. First and second in silver. They'll both be really happy with that.
Breaking news, Tiago actually passed someone on track.
Yikes.
Ooh, and that someone immediately eats a wall. Who is that? That is Griffith.
That is Griffith.
Griffith who's now taking the spot back from Tiago. Is Tiago?
No, that he absolutely bullied.
Wow,
Tiago there.
it's very nice.
And well,
And
Tiago's
then-
lost 2 now, so
Yep.
making his way to
Group.
Skyline.
Yeah, I'm watching a big group come down through Skyline and into the dipper now. They're all making it nice and clean though. Well done, guys. Very, very pleasing. Very proud
Very
of the
pleasing
guys.
to the eye, yes. We do have a drag race between Joby and Barrett for pole position in silver split. The BMW was faster than the Honda. It's not something I thought I would see.
Top end. Maybe you got a better exit coming out of the elbow as well.
Yep.
Mike Trackton and Luis Castro went side by side going into the chicane there. Nice and clean. Mike Jackson gets the move done on Luis. Moves up to P7.
Obviously, traction can be hard to come by coming out of that elbow if you get the line just off.
Yep. And Victor Leitchi gets the keeps his position from Robeson. Is really defending this. I thought that was Peter Hutch for a second right behind, but that is Jose Guzman also taking a peek at Mark Robeson. So The field is so bunched up together. This is great.
No,
Look at this train.
I'm currently on board with Mr. B. He's within 4/10 of Sakachi for P3, so podium battle begins early here, and yeah, be really good. The Honda has always been fairly strong here, right?
The Honda, yes, I believe has always been pretty strong at Bathurst. I think some of the fastest laps have been put in by Hondas, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know about it after this last patch, but
got a great battle in P7 and 8 as well brewing here. You've got Mike Jackson and Louis Castro. Ferrari versus Aston.
yeah, so
Two good drivers as well.
lots to look at right now. Carl Big now 3/10 off of Sakachi. Sakachi just a second below Hutch. So Carl is going to get the slipstream into the chase. I don't know if that's going to be enough for him. We have a yellow flag for Carson Bungay, who's
in the wall.
Completely eaten. I think that is going to be the end for him, fortunately.
Yeah, no contacts coming up, so I think that was unfortunately an error on his end.
You gonna cue that up, Joey?
Yep, Arnetto also crashes at the top of the mountain.
So,
See what happened to the boys here.
so Carson is going to drive back. We'll wonder if that's a safe thing to do on track. We'll see. What bad was it? Let me know when the replay is ready.
I just was watching Benito very hot on the brakes, almost getting a piece of Lukey at the chicane there, coming in hot at the bottom of the chase. So those guys are down in overall 22nd, 23rd, but strong battle there. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 cars within a second of each other there. Shalmont, Lukey, Garza, Demler, and Simile, all very, very close.
So I have the 2 replays ready for us here.
Alright.
So first one up is Arnetto. Looks like as he goes over the mountain here. Looks fine. I think he just carries a little. Oh, yep. This is a McLaren just rotating under braking.
Oh, we do have our Joby with a yellow flag up the mountain. His hood looking very sad, is now trying to keep it all the way up the inside, letting all the drivers through.
Joby, is he gonna keep going? Let's see. He's pulling off to the side.
He's pulled off to the side.
He's at least gonna tow, that's for sure. Yeah, he goes back to garage. So we'll see if he carries on to Barrett in P5. We'll have to find out what happened to Joby there.
Sorry, let's see the replays one more time.
Yeah, so this is the Carson Bungay. He actually touches the inside wall, trying to head down into course elbow.
Ooh, yeah.
Knock the car up a little bit, and gonna do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
that'll do. There was
That'll
another
do it.
We've all been there.
For sure.
Yep. Easily done. Carl Big 2/10 off of podium spot. So still hot on the heels of Mate.
Yeah, he's got a good battle going with him there, which is great to see.
Yep. Griffith, who has been putting on a show so far, we have watched a move done into turn 1 last lap around and is going up for another one on Mark Robeson this lap around. Right behind them, Guzman and Beveridge really shuffling a little bit.
Good exit from the Porsche there. He's going to have a run on Robertson here, I think, Griffith.
Yeah, Griffith, really no fear in this man so far. Just from seeing him race, he has made some moves in some very sketchy areas. Robeson with the smart idea, always take it. Yep. You always take the inside line going into turn 2. Because of that, you don't want to be on the outside.
Yeah, there's not much grip on the outside line, and it's cost him. You just need to be going into Griffith. So you need to exercise a little bit more patience. To be honest, it's not a good spot to look at overtaking, in my opinion.
For sure, and that's perfect reason why right there is no grip. You're going to push yourself out wide, regardless of.
Yeah. Was there contact there? I don't know.
A little bit. Door bang. I think it was a door bang. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be enough. So he is now right in front of Tiago. with a little bit of damage on that Porsche, so gonna have to watch and see where he can make his way back. It does look like he is bouncing around from walls to wall a little bit. What happened to Joby? Joby did get... He wrote his name on one of the walls at the top of the mountain.
Can we see a replay of that?
Yeah,
yep,
let's see a replay.
Right here, right now.
Oh, we do
Awesome.
have a big yellow flag at the Dipper. 4 cars with the yellow flag: Ricky Simala, Ryan Wamper, Chris Turner, and Carlos Guzman. That's the... Oh, sorry, you're showing the replay.
It's all good. So yeah, no grip on the outside. There is a little bit of door bang, but I think Mark Robeson held his line probably as well as good as he can. We will review it Tuesday, though.
That was shiny. Sorry, a little bit of a sun bouncing off of the golden wing of Peter Hutch.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at this incident that just happened. Yeah, this will be...
See a replay of that one if you can't. Go on.
So as Chris came in, there's a Lamborghini that was just flying into somebody else that had hit the wall.
Oh.
And then just a big collision and car park right on the Dipper.
Yeah. I'm sure people were calling that out. I know Chris was sure probably calling that out in the chat. I did see Jonathan White go off track here, so I'm trying to get the replay of that. Looks like a possible collision in the chicane after the chase here.
We can also get a visual on... Ooh, Arnedo just spun around the final corner and is gonna...
Yeah,
10-point turn that. And that is a difficult spot.
It is, and you know that last corner is really tricky. If you get it, if you get it right, you can get a lot of time. You get it wrong, that can happen.
Go on, Joey.
Yeah, so not really sure what happened to Darren here. Looks like he might have... Oh yeah, broke way too late. And ends up collecting Jonathan White there. Fortunately. Holds his brakes. A little scary.
The other two that came along there did well to miss.
Yep.
For sure.
We got yellow flag for Henry.
Yellow flag for Henry. We caught just a glimpse of it. It was Henry and Carlos Guzman
He's
sideways.
The wrong way at the top of the mountain there.
Why did he go that way? I'm gonna say inexperience. It's always scary the first time, and you kind of go the wrong way. Think you're gonna avoid them that way, but you know, just going towards the outside is the smarter move. We do have Chaumont making a move on Thompson. We caught just the end of that, and is gonna get a spot.
Shout out to Phil Mitch in chat there. He often watches the race from my perspective over on my chat, which is much obliged. So yeah, I told them all, come watch the New World broadcast in the summer. Yeah,
a little slide there from Tiago, almost hitting the wall right behind Moffat. So Moffat starting to catch up to Jose Guzman. This fight for P3 is also still ongoing. We have a third car. Actually, now it's a fight for P2 between Peter Hutch, Matej Shikachi, and Carl Big. So these three putting on a show for us.
I do have the
Joby?
replay from
Carlos
Guzman and Adam Henry. So Carlos Guzman just loses it on his own. And I think what happened is that Henry kind of, spooks us himself.
Jose Guzman just lost a few spots as well. He tapped the wall in the Dipper. Luckily didn't collect anyone else, but 2 or 3 cars were able to sneak by him, including Moffat there in the McLaren. So yeah, Jose's lost a spot or 2 there.
Yep. I've tried to get an angle on that, but we caught Jose Guzman just in front of the camera. Not with the
Tiago now within a second of him, so we'll keep an eye on that. Tiago's under pressure from Kamal Kajcevic. who's actually going to make a move on him into the last corner and takes that spot.
Yep. So Thiago not really setting up a switchback all that much. Is going to hang about behind Kajsovic. I guess Thiago knows that, you know, finding drivers in other classes is not probably optimal, so probably always going to let them by.
Michael Griffith did get the move made on Joseph German, heading into the final corner. That moves back up to P15.
Actually, no. Joseph German missed his braking into the chase and went off.
Ooh,
That's we kind of just caught a glimpse of that right before switching over to Thiago.
Ryan Wampler has the farmers hot on his tail. You know, the farmers are probably seeing, ooh, pretty pink car, and thinking that there's single women in their area waiting for them. It is taking the inside line on Chris, as Chris is on the outside. Chris backs out wisely.
Yeah, and that at that turn 2 there, that's exactly what you have to do, as we said a few laps ago when Griffith lost the grip.
Thiago did get the spot back from Chemo, so I wonder if Chemo has had... I mean, the side of his car looks really rough right now, so
yeah,
probably been putting down some paint.
Just love to see Thiago.
Massive contact behind for Griffith. The elbow, that car still going.
Michael Griffith clearly took the online courses from the Spaghetti School of wall touching, clearly. Highly advised against taking those courses, but we thank you for your business.
So we're back up in the fight for the second spot, and we just watched there Matej taking a little peek at the inside.
Griffith is off again.
Oh, we do have a yellow flag for Hopkins, facing the wrong way on the mountain. That's not where you want to be. We do have 716 coming around soon, and he stalled it.
Right. Griffiths has pit in. I think he may be retiring from the race. Yeah, I think he's just retired from the race.
Good on Bruce to keep himself predictable for everyone else. Carl there almost getting a run on Matej out of the Audi cutting, but not enough room to really do anything else. A yellow flag for Carson on turn 1. He's facing the wrong way.
Turn 1 claims another victim.
Hell.
I feel like the outside curve of turn 1 is so
the optimum line is, though, you do take it, but the problem is if you just get on the throttle a little too much a little too soon before you touch it, especially in the Ferraris, the McLarens, you can go for the oversteer.
Yeah, it's deceiving. That's the word I was looking for. Like,
yeah,
obviously you want to take that curve. Like, you can take that curve, no problem. But it's so easy to just loop the car.
It's note. Oh, we got Demler, Ian Demler up against the wall.
Yeah, turn 2, just chilling there.
Turn 2, yeah. Holding his brakes right now.
I think he's just sitting there.
Yeah, waiting to see what happens here with him.
We got another Ryan situation.
We've got some cars making their way past, and there should be yellow flags, I would imagine, then. He starts moving.
Yep, he's up and going again, so he should be okay. Adam Henry coming up on him hot. As he gets back up to speed here, he's going to let Adam
wisely
go.
Yeah, that was a smart decision.
Yeah.
We do have a fight here. Brian Garza, Michael Lukey, and Dominic Chaumont in silver.
It's Benito, not Brian Garza.
Did I say Brian Garza?
You said Brian Garza.
I've done it again. Oh, who let me in the booth?
I'm looking forward to Brian's reaction.
Oh, I keep doing
make
this.
sure we change the locks on the booth for next week.
I'm gonna say Charlie Big next.
Guys, the Carl Big, Matej Sakachi Oh, we got a McLaren in the wall ahead of this group.
Oh, and he's gonna collect
Oh, he's taking out
Hutch.
Hutch.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What is happening? Someone
That
just
was
teleported
similarly
with
no.
this-
Arnedo.
Arnedo. Yeah,
Arnedo.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Hutch.
Hutch is still. Oh, and now he's stuck.
What is happening? Michael Cortez in the wall, heading towards the chase. Ryan Wampler in the wall in turn 2, facing the inside corner. Oh, what is happening?
Hutch is. It's so hard to get out from that corner. A lot of people just go straight back to the pits, but he did do it, and everybody seemed to adhere to the yellow flags there, which we like to see.
Michael Cortez car looks like rough.
Michael Cortez.
Oh man! All right, let me figure this out, boys. I'll.
So yeah, he's limping it back to the pits on the grass, and unfortunately, that's P2 that gets taken out.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Such a good race for Hutch.
Yeah, obviously we will be looking at
So
all the incidents in the penalty review, etc., etc. That isn't the first time I saw Arnedo clip the inside wall and then just goes wall bouncing through the dipper there. So it does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those things. So Barrett up to P4 with that, by the way. Let's go.
Barrett up to P4, so Carl moves himself into the podium with that. Mike Jackson catching up to Barrett now. He's within 8/10.
Yep.
I do have the replay here.
Let's see.
Yeah, Louis has lost the back of Mike Jackson. They were together for the first, I don't know how many laps. What lap are we on now? We're on 10? Yeah, we're on lap 10. So for the first 8 laps, Louis was right there with Mike.
Yeah, so Arnedo hits the wall, unfortunately gets back on the gas, which you don't want to do. Ends up collecting Hutch here.
Yeah.
And
it's every blue flag driver's worst nightmare is taking out one of the leaders.
And Victor is facing the wrong way at the dipper now.
Oh, Victor.
He's kind of just placing himself. You don't really have much time. Oh, he's just gonna back up and chill.
Oh, so I found out what happened to Arnett Simile. So Michael Cortez loses it going through Skyline. This is Skyline, right?
Carlos Guzman has just lost the back end on the approach to Skyline. He did hold the brakes. One guy got past him, and he's just turning the car around now.
So our Simile ends up clipping him.
Oh.
What? Oh.
What happened there?
I don't know. What happened there? That was Bruce.
That was Bruce.
So Bruce just not. Oh yeah. Bruce just not expecting the car to be there.
Oh.
There's a green flag just after the car there, which is not good either.
Cortez trying to get the car back, but yeah, that's.
We'll be taking a look at those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, might mean Bruce hasn't really slowed down on the yellows, and we'll have to
Mr. B
see.
still within half a second of Matej Sakachi. Blaine Hall is just Max Verstappen. And unfortunately for Max Verstappen, he doesn't get a lot of camera time. You know?
Yep.
That is true. That is true. So David Miller currently gets a spot on. I gotta look at the name. Darren Williams. I almost said David Williams.
You'll never beat Brian Garza.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Leave it up to me to pronounce everyone's name not wrong, but just give him a new name altogether.
Yeah, the only thing that could be worse than that is if, I don't know, like you do like a Terry Alves or something.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't know.
Yeah. Benito, one of the like Most popular people in our Discord, one of the most well-known guys, and you still say the wrong name.
It's not that I don't know him. It's that.
Oh, I know. That's
my
the best
brain
part.
is
Hutch
like,
is leaving the pits in P26. I assume he took some repairs.
Yeah, and he's right behind Carl Big right now. So, just staring at where exactly he was before all of this happened. A yellow flag for Jonathan White is bouncing off the wall. Is now collected. Ryan Walper, unfortunately.
Mountain things.
The Dipper is claiming victims today so far.
These are the moments that you're happy you're in the booth, right?
Yes and no. Look, I've been in incidents at Bathurst. I've had clean races. I've had it all at Bathurst, and it is a really good feeling when you finish a race here and you've done well.
It's an experience.
What's it like to have a clean race here? I've never had one. Sounds good, though.
Yeah, still my biggest achievement here would be P2 in the V8 supercars with Tiago in the Bathurst.
You mean with this guy Terry Alves, right?
With Terry Alves, yeah.
Terry did.
Mike Jackson has got past Barrett.
Yes,
yeah,
we
Barrett
didn't.
had an off at the top of the mountain, went to the grass, managed to save it though, so no damage, should be good.
Yeah, it's a bit funny watching the cars pass through by the camera with all the damage up in the front and looking really sad. Carl Big, it moves to the inside for Sakachi and
Mate in the sand.
Mate in the sand is gonna come back right back out. Carl has slowed down, but unfortunately he's. That might be a penalty for him. So, I mean, we're gonna have to see what happened. But Mate is gonna go immediately into the pits, and that didn't look as bad on damage, but that's not what you want to see. He's gutted. Let's see what happened. Yeah, another camera angle.
Let's get on with Carl here. So he's got the run. Puts his nose on the inside.
Oh.
I might look a little neck Cody. Honestly.
Yeah, that's a tough one because if you're gonna be a tall side by side through that corner, you both have to be so respectful of space. It's really tough. It really is.
Yeah. It was very, very close, and he just bounces off of Carl. Yep. We'll leave it to Tuesday.
Tuesday.
100% penalties.
Tell B not to worry. Bullet, these things happen, man.
Yeah. It's
Tell him
racing.
not to worry.
So we just watched a little bit of a drag race from Rogerio Santos and Austin Hoddle. Rogerio's gonna backed off just a little bit, letting Hoddle take the lead, and
there you go. Michael Lukey's joined that. Yeah, Michael Lukey's joined that battle.
Yep.
It's about the closest thing on track. Tiago and Jose Guzman also fairly close as they come down through the mountain, the bottom of the mountain to the elbow.
So I am curious to see how much faster the BMW is than the Mercedes now. It did look pretty fast on the straights, and now Tiago does have the toe.
He does. A lot of it on the elbow, though, it can depend so much on that exit because you can really gain a lot of time on the exit of the elbow.
Yeah. So not enough to really make a move, but yeah, Tiago is going to stick behind now and hang about. We are seeing our pits coming in from the front runners. I thought we had a move from Mike and Barrett, but it looked like Mike had just gone into the pits.
Yellow flag for Ryan Wampler. Looks like he had a moment into first, although it's not getting back to speed. Unfortunately, this is not a race that Ryan probably be happy about.
Oh, he's on the grass.
Grass. Oh.
Tiago
eventually rejoins. And he's off again.
Tiago makes the move on Jose Guzman into turn 2. Tiago had the inside line going into the corner and made it stick.
Who's this Tiago?
I mean, Terry. Terry got the move done.
I mean, it has to be Terry. It's not Tiago. Tiago wouldn't make passes like this, so it's got to be Terry.
So Chris Turner pitting in currently is P4 in class.
Yep. Carl now racing with Mike Jackson. So Carl just out of the pits. That is close. But 30 minutes to go in the race. It felt like there's been so much more already.
I know. Just mounting things.
Just mounting things. It's stressful watching this.
Yeah, that's fun. Was this gap that? Oh, did Carl just touch the wall there?
Carl might have touched the wall there. I think Carl might have.
He could have a little. He could have a little aero damage. Don't forget from that little contact on that front left side. It may affect him certain corners.
I wonder if he's repaired it, and that's why he's behind Mike right now. Because the gap to Mike was 2 or 3 seconds before pitting, if I'm not mistaken. He did repair it.
Oh.
Okay.
He also may have lifted a little bit after the incident. In you know that sort of moment of like, oh my god, what just happened? Like
Jonathan White.
Jonathan White facing the wrong way, not where you want to be.
Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. Our leader is coming up the mountain right now. Oh no. Lane gets around. He is trying to get around, but you just take your medicine, man.
That is, unfortunately, in the mountain, it's so difficult to make your way back once you have spun around.
All right, that's okay.
That's all right.
He did it. He did it. Congratulations.
We got it.
Nah, yeah, I'll give him that one. I saw what he was doing there. Barrett was the last one coming in. He reversed all the way over to leave that open just in case, and then had another look. So yeah, not too bad.
Mike Jackson had a little slide coming out of Hell Corner, and that's just given B enough of a run to get past.
Yeah, as soon as Mike Jackson did that, Jose Guzman had the exact same back end loose out of the cutting, trying to chase down Tiago.
I was going to say, yeah, it'd be interesting to keep an eye on these two because I have a feeling they could race. They could be, they could be going for this for the rest of the race.
Sure. Yep. Hutch has caught up to Chemo in P20, so this is turning into a battle for P20. Both have already taken their pit stops. So Blaine Hall, our race leader, is taking his pit stop now. So, just getting the pit crew a little bit of practice, as Max would say.
Yep. We did have a stop and go 30 for Ryan Wampler. Peter Hutch, every single time coming out turn 1, it's just shiny in your face with the reflections off of his wing. I don't know if you guys are seeing that or if it's just me.
Yeah, a little Lightning McQueen action. Ciao.
All right, Jose Guzman had a little run on Tiago there, but Tiago dives in the pits and Jose goes with him. So he's opting to stay right on the same lap as Tiago. Maybe the temptation would have been there to stay out for another one and see what you can do because he was closing on him there. But yeah, that one's going to be spicy moving forward.
And our provisional race leader, Pro Barrett.
You mean Josh Barrett? We have a yellow flag for Ryan Wampler. I don't see him. Oh no! On the exit of the Dipper.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's not quite on the racing line there. He's gone back to the pits.
He's gone back to the pits.
I think he alt F for it actually.
Another yellow for Jonathan White going up the mountain this time, and he got back going a lot quicker. It was 2 or 3 corners down from where he span last time, and the problem is with Bathurst, once you have a spin on a corner, that corner is in your head. That section of the track is in your head for the rest of the race, and there's nothing you can do about that. Like you literally have to just try your very best to just forget it and put your foot down. But man, does it ever get in your head.
Yeah. So Peter Hutch now making a move on Chemo, taking around the outside for the inside line into the chase chicane.
Ian Demler off at Looks like
Gonna get the move.
turn 1 aftermath, but he's just sitting off to the side, so see what happens with him. Yellow flags are out there.
I don't see any contact, so I'm not really sure.
Did get past Kamal.
Yeah, we just watched that. And then, yeah, so our race leader, Barrett, Josh Barrett, of course, has gone into the pits. Yes. Josh
that
is
still
in the
leaves
pits.
Rogerio Santos and Dominic Chamont still to pit from Silver. Everybody else, I think, is done, right?
Yes.
Carlos Guzman, actually.
Carlos
Not sure
Guzman.
how, but
yes, no pit from him.
I'm not sure. He's a few laps down.
Did he do a return to garage after something, and that didn't count for specific?
Oh, he might have. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So
this
with
fight,
that, Blaine Hall has taken his lead back, and we will not mention his name until checker flag.
Yeah. So we do have here Hutch and Chemo stuck behind a back marker. Who's that? I can't tell.
It's that's
Adam Henry.
Henry, yeah.
So they're just gonna have to both be patient, and patient they are. That was super close, but just made it through the mountain.
Yeah, and I mean it's in the briefing prior to the race. I saw that Chris had said that if you're on the mountain, just keep your line, and the drivers have to be patient. But man, again, if you're in a battle. And then you approach a back marker. It's another really tough thing about the mountain is keeping calm until you can go, and you hope the guy who you're fighting behind you sees it as well.
Yeah, keeping calm and moving on. Kamal there taking the SRO line out of the final few corners, going off course a little bit.
Matei Sakachi just put in one of the fastest laps, a 2:01 flat, and he's now he's right up behind Barrett. So Sakachi looking to get back up there, back in that fight.
Like back marker.
Yeah, that is David Miller in front of them as well.
Miller, yeah.
So
you will definitely let them go.
Yeah.
Let's see if the PayPal went through from Barrett to Miller.
There's the lift. Yep, smart move. And then Barrett, I imagine Barrett will make a move somewhere to let Sakachi by, but yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, but I mean Sakachi was right up there in the thick of things before that contact, so like I say, he just put in a 2:01 flat, which I think is that the fastest lap of the race?
No, fastest lap of the race is a 2:00.52.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, from Blaine. Yeah.
Facing backwards and the dipper.
Oh.
And someone else just plowed into the wall.
Chemo.
Oh,
Kamal is off.
So Chemo crossing
that way.
just in time. So Barrett gives the inside line to Matei. There's a little bit of a contact, and I guess Barrett is now gonna fight it. So, yes.
Interesting decision, because you're in a different class. I don't know that you need to fight it, but I get it. Like, it's if your pace is up there, I think Matei is pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, Josh is just trying to make his case to be a pro. He really wants to be up there with the pro boys. So.
This is it, yeah.
So, yeah, we do have Benito jumping into the pits, and that gives the spot to Jack Thompson. Dominic and Victor having a go at each other. So Victor's trying to get back up after his off moment at turn 2. Later bullet.
Chemo has another off in the chicane after the chase, heading straight to pits.
I wonder if that is going to be it for him. Cameraman really not following the cars there.
Yeah, there's a really weird spot here where it just pans down through the trees. It's really brutal.
Ooh, that is some late braking there a little bit by Matej, but
I think he's
not going to be able to.
Some frustration showing.
Yeah,
I think maybe a little.
For sure. So 20 minutes.
I will be right back, guys. Give me a minute. I'll be back.
Yep.
So 20 minutes left to go, and Rogerio Santos currently the last person yet to pit. Currently sitting in P2. Carl Big just 7 seconds behind, starting to catch up to him. And yeah.
Ooh, that's a bold place to let them go. Oh my god. So that was looks like, who was that?
That was Ricky Simile.
Yeah. Ricky Simile letting by Victor and Dominic, which that was a scary place to do it. But it happens, it gets done.
So be it.
Yeah, so be it. A battle in the silver class right now, so getting some other battles going on there. Barrett still he's trying to prove something today. I love to see it. As you say, yeah, it's not in class, like you don't really need to do this battle, but you know, maybe Carl and Mike sent him a nice payday. That's why you know?
So I mean, if Matej does fight a lot with Barrett, he might lose enough time to Carl, which means Carl can get away with that incident.
That is true. Didn't think about that.
Without really losing the spot to Matej. Mike Jackson is right up behind him though, so that is definitely a position that will be lost post penalties. And Joby in the chat.
So Timo is back on track. So he did not leave. You love to see it. He is back on track. Currently behind Adam Henry from P24. So you love to see the boys stay out there even after what would probably be most people's rage quit alt F4s like Nick Alvarado.
So the Mountain has claimed so far 8 or 9 lives. I think we started at 39 drivers. We're now down to 31.
Something like that. Matt Day, taking a look on the inside here. Josh deciding to let him have the inside line. I think he just finally said no more battling, just gonna let him go.
Yep.
But might be a big thank you from Carl Big.
PayPal went through.
PayPal went through after currency exchanges from British biscuits to
maple syrup.
What did I come back to?
Maple Leafs.
What else did I come back to?
Don't worry about it. And we are looking at Victor going for the inside. Ooh, getting squeezed. A little flash there from Victor on Dominic.
Yeah, a little squeeze.
Little squeeze on the exit of the chicane there. Our lawyer.
Move to make those, yeah, I was about to say bold moves to do that against the lawyer. Dave Miller in the wall in the dipper, but keeps the car facing in the right direction, so it's up and going. Just looks like he loses position to Chris.
So Carlos has pit. Only Rogerio Santos yet to pit from Silver.
Yeah.
Going for the late stopper.
He's going for the Ferris, and right as we say that, he does it.
He pits in.
He pits in. So, oh god.
I like his livery. Very Brazil. It screams Brazil.
This pit camera is horrendous as they're coming into it.
Yeah.
Why would you ever have a camera facing the garages themselves?
So Matej did get past your boy Josh.
Yes.
Yeah, he got the inside line going up into turn 2.
Great race from Barrett so far. Really good pace out there, and leading Silver comfortably at the moment.
Yep, and currently check-in Max Verstappen with a 13-second gap ahead of Big and P2.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, kudos to Blaine. Is a outstanding drive
Sure.
I know he likes this track. I think he likes this track. He's good at it. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Whether or not he likes it, I'm not sure. He is good at it, though. Oh, as Josh gives the wall a little scooch on the cutting.
Yeah.
Hold your nerve, Josh.
Hold your nerve. Ooh, they're a little... yeah, so Blaine's last lap was a 2:08, and his best is a 2:04, so he is putting in those lap times.
Victor has that run now on the Porsche, goes on the inside, gets wobbly. Oh my goodness, he saved it. I don't know how. Oh, that was so close, Victor.
That really was, and he's had the same move on the last lap, and there was a little wobble, not as much of this time, and just getting it done this time.
No! Loses it on the last corner.
Victor.
Just too hot into the last corner, and all that hard work.
Yeah, exactly what he did in qualifying to loop it in the final corner.
Oh,
Victor,
no.
Victor.
So he is only going to lose one class position from that. Luckily for him. Cortez with a yellow flag coming out of the second to last corner. Is 63 Mike Jackson? That is Mike Jackson, yes.
So, kudos as well to our boy Thiago Alves, currently P10 overall and P4 in class in silver. I know he wasn't too confident coming into this, but he's kept it clean, and I mean, he's in a good spot.
Who's Thiago? Yeah, I thought it was Terry.
Yeah, it's why.
He probably realized that this is a lot easier in the BMW than the supercars in iRacing, so...
Let's go, old man, show how these kids how it's done. Yeah, Mike Jackson has been a fantastic driver with us. He is just a second off of Carl Big, so he is sort of catching back a little bit from their fight earlier on. He has kind of stuck around and is not really dropping back.
I think he'll be pretty pumped that he's still in the mix for a podium in Pro, to be honest, or in Gold after that.
Oh, we have a traffic jam.
Oh, it's a yellow flag and it's Mate.
Yep, it's in the cutting. Someone, oh god, this if you ever wanted to know what the interstates look like in Florida, this is I-4 textbook.
So that is Luis getting absolutely stuck. Oh, okay.
That was Williams, yeah. So Williams got stuck. Luis had to just stop the car. Really unfortunate. I don't know if you want to bring a replay up of that, Joey,
yeah.
That'd be great.
There's going to be a lot going on here.
Yeah, Mike Jackson, as Voodoo said in chat, yeah, great to see him out there. He's raced with it. I've practiced with Mike a lot when I'm driving. And not only is he a really good dude, like he's very, very knowledgeable and really good at sim racing. And very, very helpful as well in practice sessions.
So we have a replay up.
Good things.
Oh.
So, yeah. Yep, Williams just gets in the rubble. Oh, and yep.
Yeah, unfortunately not enough time for yellow flag to show up before that happens. And
yeah, Bungay just runs into him, and then I think Mate just, like you said, no warning whatsoever comes around. Yeah, flags are not out here.
Which it enabled Barrett to take P4 overall as well, because he managed to get through that.
Yeah, he just scoots on by there. Luis stuck in the parking lot.
Yep, a yellow flag for Victor on the same corner, but manages to get it going. So Victor really, the mountain really getting to him. And another yellow flag for Farmer. Oh. Coming out of Skyline into the S's, Chris is
he's just there, you know.
Yeah.
His
wait a little bit.
Hood looks yeah. It doesn't look good.
That doesn't look very happy, no.
That is.
So the mountain really claiming some people now. 11 minutes to go. There's not that much time left.
Yeah, Milo and I were talking about this, I think, while we were booting up the stream here. Like, it is mentally taxing the mountain. No matter how good you feel on the mountain, it can get taxing mentally. And when you get towards the end of the race, these little mistakes start happening. Oh.
All right, let's see what happens, Chris. So replay is up. He just loses it.
Into... like.
Oh.
What is going on? Please.
Do have another yellow flag for Ricky Seamax. Lots of yellow flags coming out. He makes himself rejoin just fine. Jose Guzman is now just 0.5 off of Joseph German. Mike Jackson has now caught up to Carl, is within 0.5 of Carl, but is going to have a terrible exit of turn 1, and that's going to be...
Ran a little wide there. Chris Turner into the pits. Is he repairing it, or is he calling it? What do we think?
I think he will repair it and come back out.
Yeah, that's the Chris mentality. He rarely quits.
Yeah. We have lost another car, Darren Williams. So we're down to 30 drivers on the grid. This is but a flesh wound. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
We actually have 3 options today.
Yeah, so we have bring up our side-by-side Joey here with his screen, and then bring back a little bit, we can get Milo's screen as well. I have a few options, just, you know.
If you would like to put in a suggestion that us commentators get races outside of Ferris, that'd be great. Because Ferris takes them all.
Yeah, right at the start of the stream, you had a 24-month sub from Milo the First.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my Lambo so much. Thank you very much.
Yep, you covered the autocross today, Milo. So
that's right. That's right.
You guys are covering the tires I'm about to get.
Hutch making his way back up through the field, just past Lukey. So Hutch up into P14 overall, P5 in class. On a recovery drive after getting collected earlier, unfortunately, in the dipper.
Carl pulling away from Mike Jackson again here. The gap is almost 2 seconds. To play it safe, depending the results of the incident from earlier, he would have to make that into a 5-second gap by the end of the race here.
I mean, it's with position loss, so that will be 10 or 15.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so we do have Joseph German and Jose Guzman catching up to Joseph. Joseph having to be a little easy on the mountain there with David Miller right in front of him. They are going to go side by side into the chase. Big off there by Miller. That's one way to let them get through. And
that could be, you know, as you're approaching behind that could be so off-putting as well. You're like, wait, what is happening?
It really
we have
is.
a yellow flag. Thompson and Emo. Emo is
facing the wrong way. It's just gonna.
He's had a tough race out there, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like Kamal's had a tough race today.
He really has, yeah.
That McLaren has been punishing him from the very beginning.
And the qualification disconnect with the only the 1 lap.
Yep.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So so Jose gets the spot from catching up to Joseph due to a back marker on the mountain with no place to pass, and that is going to be the P5 in class for him. Right behind Tiago. Tiago's kind of just chilling, having a good race so far.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. P10. I mean, he's P4 in class. I think he'll be quite happy with that, because I didn't get the impression he was super pumped for this race. Yeah, and I mean, since being back in the Beamer, I don't think it's been as good as he would have liked so far, but I also don't know how the practice hours have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, we have a Spinella by Simile in the chicane right in front of Mattei and Mark Robeson. I was just about to say, with Mattei's damage from the collision in the cutting, has allowed Mark Robeson to actually catch him. So he's within a second now of Mattei, with Dylan Beveridge actually close behind as well.
Yeah, their lap time's very similar, and obviously that's way down on what Mattei was doing early in the race.
For sure. Also, Peter Hutch has gotten past Rogério Santos for P13.
It's a clean pass, enough speed before the fast right-hander. Oh, I wish I knew the corner names. Very professional.
That's what Milo's.
That's not the chase. The chase is the next corner, isn't it?
Isn't the chase the actual straight?
I don't know.
Milo?
Yeah,
corner,
that whole section is the chase, is it not?
We're very.
Listen,
we know.
We're not Australian.
I should know. My buddy Aussie 18 or 13 or whatever his number is, he'll be really angry if I don't find that out. I'm looking it up right now. Hold, please.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Please hold. Did somebody say track map?
Yeah,
is just turn 20.
No. So the straight is called the Conrad Straight, and the chase is the chicane.
Yeah, I knew that. We all knew that. We were
we knew that.
Chat clearly, honestly.
Yeah, this was a quiz.
Yeah, you all failed. Jeez.
Dylan Beveridge closing in on Robertson as well, like you said. So, and his lap time was almost substantially quicker.
Yeah, almost a second quicker.
Yeah.
Last time around. Or no, 6/10 quicker.
Barrett with a fantastic drive here. Yeah, no threat now from behind him with that damage. And just being able to keep it clean and squeeze past that incident has worked wonders for him. This is a great drive from Barrett.
Yeah, that unfortunate incident. Luis Castro with the right move.
Yeah.
All things considered, just stopping, going out for a little tea break, coming back when the road is cleared, and I suspect he's not going to be very happy about that, but what can you do? Go Bear, go.
The field, apart from Dylan and Robertson, the field's pretty spread out now. A couple of seconds between most people.
Yep.
And they're bringing it home.
I was wondering why Joby was in the chat, but I remembered he's in a Honda.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was in a Honda.
What?
Yeah, Joby, you should be right there with him.
So, Tiago putting in his fastest lap of the race, a 2:02.3. Now just having a quiet race, just keeping it clean. I don't see a lot of paint exchange on his car, or if any at all. And now that I've said that, he's gonna do something.
Our head of PR, Ryan, who's not racing today either, he did tell you, Joby. I'm pretty sure I remember him doing a track by track. Honda, you will die. Bathurst, you will die. Silverstone, you will die. I'm pretty sure he did that. And so far, he has been bang on. I know it's only 2 races, but it's not looking good.
I think one of them says you will be fast, but you will die.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
I'm surprised Joby just didn't slap that right onto the delivery. Honestly, just be
yeah.
Like Ryan's to-do list in the Honda.
Hey, listen, man, I salute the bravery of taking that car on, because I was going to drive it one season and I was practicing in it, and I just was like, you know what, can't do it.
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
That's how I felt to the old McLaren when it wasn't good. You're just like, someone's got to do it, you know?
Mm-hmm. So we have 2 laps to go, or a lap and a half to go. Our race leader currently on the mountain, Max Verstappen it. 14 seconds to P2, so Carl Big after all of that, 14 seconds off of Blaine Hall, 2 seconds to Mike Jackson, who's sitting in P3, who will definitely inherit that second position after Tuesday.
Yeah, Blaine's absolutely crushed this race.
He really has.
Yeah, he's stayed out of trouble as well. I think he's squeaked past a couple of incidents here or there, but no trouble whatsoever. And the pace has been there as well. So yeah, really dominant drive from Blaine today.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Josh Barrett, currently leading Silver Split, a comfortable 13 seconds to Mark Robeson, who is now...
Great drive. Great drive.
So his
Where he goes.
Yeah, Beveridge has lost some of the pace on Beveridge, so Beveridge gets to relax a little bit going into this final lap coming up, and is either gonna have a chance to attack on Matei, or is just gonna take it easy and bring him back in second.
So Hutch's recovery drive will end with him, looks like, in P13 overall and P5 in class, so not bad. I mean, I'm glad he continued because I think his car took quite the hit.
Oh, that's going to be P6.
Yeah. Oh, P6. My bad, yeah.
Yeah. We know
Sorry,
that
Hutch.
British education isn't great, so it's okay.
Yeah. Really sad to see him get collected like that, but that would have been a fantastic race to the end. I suspect it would have been all three fighting for P2 right now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah, that was
even with Matei
really
as
fun
well.
race. And yeah, and maybe Mike in there as well, and
Yep.
Hutch could have been. Yeah, it could have been a very
Four-way, yep.
spicy. Spicy one.
So, Joseph German opting to let Hutch through, and rightfully so. There's no positions lost for him. Blaine Hall comes around the elbow one last time. That Audi's really good here.
Yeah. Blaine survives the mountain. Just cruising. Being a default livery Chad right now, cruising.
Default. What do you say like it's such a bad
thing? Joey, you're the livery maker here, man. I mean, maybe you should be offering to make him one.
I mean, if he was going to be here the full season, sure. I think he's unsure how long he'll be able to be here.
Gotcha.
Because he...
What a drive, though.
Yeah, amazing
Crosses
drive.
the line. Well, congrats, Blaine, because, yeah, that was really dominant. Robertson within 4/10
a yellow flag for German.
A yellow flag German in the wall, out of the cutting, heading up the mountain.
German is
Robertson
not moving.
In the toe of Sakachi here, guys, on the last lap. This is not the same split, but it is for P5 and 6 overall.
I think Matei is going to hold on to it. But,
I do as well.
Honestly,
that looks like out of fuel. Yep. So Mark Robeson is going to just chill back a little bit. Josh brings home P1.
P1 in silver for Barrett. Guys. Barrett, absolutely stellar drive from him as well. Super happy
Mark
for him.
Robeson,
He'll be stoked.
2 and Beveridge 3. Moffat in our initiation split, currently with a red badge, takes home first in the red badges, but we all know that I think he is going to be placed in silver.
Be a silver, yeah.
Peter Hutch around the final corner brings it home in P6. I already see some disconnect, some drivers moving out. Joseph German. So what happened to German on that last lap?
I don't know.
He's just ran out of fuel up there on top of the mountain.
It hasn't.
So.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's in the pits.
He's in the pits. He's teleported back, so he's gonna lose the whole lap.
Yeah.
Due to that.
I'm gonna just double check here. I'm gonna hop on board here and see if I can see what happened.
Good finish for
That put me off completely. I missed all the drivers crossing the line.
P9 for Tiago, or did somebody leave? Somebody made left. It was P9 or 10 for Tiago there. Because drivers start jumping out the service straight away. Sometimes it can be a little bit like, wait, what? You know?
We're gonna have to wait until car number 14 crosses.
So, Joseph German definitely has some damage to the car. His wheel's a little bent, but I do believe it. Yep, he ran out of fuel. Ran out of fuel. You hate to see it.
Brian Garza, 22nd overall. Ferris?
Brian Carter.
Your boy Brian.
So looking at the timetable, Blaine Hall gets the win. Carl Big in P2, Mike Jackson in P3. We know there might possibly be a penalty for Carl moving down a little bit. Matej might inherit that third position for the podium. John Barrett gets P1 in silver class. Mark Robeson and Dylan Beveridge to round up the podium. And then for our Mark to Am drivers, currently Moffat, who will be moving to silver, gets P1. Austin Hardle for P2 and Jack Thompson for P3. I almost said James Thompson.
Yeah. Almost.
Almost.
What is it with you and names, bro?
I don't know. I just see the first letter, and it's the first thing that comes up to my head that I just blurt out.
It's too funny, dude.
I can't help it.
All right, guys. Well, that was a great fun race at Bathurst, and I look forward to penalty review. Because yeah, you know, if we were professional, you should really post the adjusted results like at the start of next week. You know.
What do you mean?
Well, like after penalties and whatnot, we could show adjusted results.
We could do that.
I'm making work for someone, so I'll just keep quiet.
If he's getting paid for it, Milo, and we aren't, might as well make him do the work.
You are the sweat, Josh. You are the sweat, Josh.
Barrett, well done, dude. GG.
Great drive.
Great drive, yeah. Great drive, man. Very, very happy for you, and that white badge is going to look really good on you. Gotta be honest.
Yeah, so...
All right.
That has been New World Sim Racing for the stream. Milo with us, Joey Spaghetti, and myself, Ferris. Bid you farewell. Let's come back next week. What do we have next week? I should know this. We have Imola.
Delightful.
Love it.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
It's been a while since Imola. So, looking forward to next week. We will see you around, and yeah, have a good one, guys.
Yep. Good night, man.
Every Sunday for 60 minutes. We are free. Sharing passion. Pushing the limits. This is the New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series.
It's round 2, Mount Panorama, Bathurst. Each and every driver has mentally prepared themselves to challenge, to fight, to rise above their rivals and make a name for themselves on track. 10 rounds of action-packed racing await us all in the New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series. Drivers, start your engines.